Hello, everyone. Well, except for the eastern part of the state, it looks like many are going to stay dry during the day-to-day in Iowa. But tonight, a different story. A good chance of rain for everyone. But let's talk about the daytime hours first. And the good news is, for the morning commute, nothing to worry about. It looks like everyone is going to be dry. But in the late morning, around 10, 11 a.m. or so, it does look like some rain is going to be scraping the eastern part of the state. So Quad Cities, yes, a chance of showers, and yes, the possibility for some thunderstorms as well. Mostly showers, but a couple thunderstorms possible as well. But I tell you what, besides the most eastern part of the state, maybe as far west as Iowa City, it's going to be dry. So if you're in Waterloo, Des Moines, Mason City, no chance of rain during the day-to-day. Let's track the activity that's going to be in the eastern part of the state, though. See how it's trying to spread west, but really no more than about Dubuque, Iowa City. That's going to be the cutoff. But notice a chance of rain beginning late this morning and continuing into the afternoon hours. And so because there's going to be rain in the eastern part of the state versus no rain to the west, look at the difference in temperatures. So it is possible we're only going to top out in the upper 60s in some parts of the most eastern part of the state. But a lot are going to get into the mid to upper 70s, and how about the low 80s in the western part of the state? Now, one thing that's going to be the same across the state, no matter where you are, windy this afternoon, gusts 30, 35 miles per hour. Now, some good news for the homebound commute, the Quad Cities in particular. It looks like that area of low pressure, that's what is causing the rain today, is going to be pushing off to the north and east. And so I've got to keep the chance in there for a few showers for the homebound commute, but more likely you're going to drive home without seeing any rain. So the best chance of rain is late this morning through the early afternoon, just a small chance late this afternoon. I'll tell you what, 7, 8 o'clock looks like everyone in the state is going to be dry, but beginning around 9 o'clock, we're going to see two lines of showers and storms. So what we're going to see is one line of showers and storms ahead of the cold front, and then another line of mostly showers along the cold front itself. So the cold front is actually what you're seeing around Sioux City. But we're going to see another line ahead of the cold front. We just have to watch this line closely, because this is the line that could produce thunderstorms. And the problem is, the storms that do pop up in this line, while most of them will not be severe, there is the chance that a couple could overachieve and produce some damaging wind and hail. So this line looks to form about 9 o'clock this evening, and it's going to spread to the east. It'll probably form somewhere around the Fort Dodge area, and then it'll keep pushing to the east. And we just have to watch it until it clears us, because there's going to be that small chance for some damaging wind and hail. So if you're in Mason City, the line most likely over you around 10 o'clock or so. Waterloo, probably right around midnight. Des Moines, 11 o'clock this evening. For the Quad Cities, it's probably not going to be until about 2 a.m., so very late tonight. Now, again, most likely this is just going to be heavy rain and lightning, but I also want to mention, Quad Cities, there is a good chance of thunderstorms, so you might be woken up earlier than you'd like tonight with some thunderstorms that are going to be around. But this is going to be the tail end of the severe threat. By 3 a.m., this initial line of activity is going to be clear of us, and that'll be it. The small chance of severe storms. But notice we're not done with the rain just yet, because this is the cold front pushing in. Now look at the difference in temperatures. So that activity ahead of the front continuing to push off to the east, but now the cold front working over us. So this is 5 a.m. and notice already drying out in the western part of the state, but the rain chance continuing for the central and eastern part of the state. So let's talk about the morning commute tomorrow. Most not going to have an issue. They'll already be over with the rain, but for the Quad Cities, got to mention the chance for scattered showers. Probably not even going to see any thunderstorms, but the rain chance is there for the morning commute. And for everyone, tomorrow afternoon, we're going to dry out, and it is going to be a cooler day. To summarize the severe threat, notice from Denison on over to the Quad Cities, from 9 o'clock this evening over in the west to as late as 3 a.m. in and around the Quad Cities. That line of showers and storms that's going to be working across of us ahead of the cold front. Good chance for heavy rain and lightning. Not a good chance for severe storms. The chance is small. That's why this is the marginal risk, level 1 out of 5. But in a few spots, I do think we can see wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and up to penny-size hail.